the Outdoor Heretic, back with you. And this is a special episode today. We are going to be building what I'm calling a hunting pod, which is actually what some of you are calling a mini camper. I went ahead and drew out my plans. I've also looked at several of these on YouTube. Listen, my main goal is to be able to drive to the lake, take my kayak in the back of my truck, and then either stay there, camp, or whatever, and I don't have to worry about the elements outside, and I can do both. So without further ado, let me show you my plans, and then I'll talk to you about what I'm doing, and then we'll go outside and we'll start the work. All right, bada boom, bada bing, there we go. This is our plans on our mini camper. We're going to call it, I don't know what we're calling it yet. We haven't named it yet, but we will. This is our mini pod. It is the mini camper we are looking at building. Of course, pretty self-explanatory. You guys can see this is the floor. We are going to have it 5 feet wide. And we're going to do that to be able to get more space. Now, the thing on our floor that I want to mention is we will have a false bottom, meaning that you'll be able to pull a rope and half our floor will be able to come up and fold up on top the other. And we use everything underneath it for storage. So if I want to put my fishing poles down there, I can do that, or if I need to insulate it down there, I'll be able to do that as well. This is our side with our window. This will be the back with a window, and our plan is to design our own door. And then this is our top. Our rungs will set in the sides. If you can see right here, these rungs will literally be notched into the wood right there. We're doing that to save weight and to be able to put that false bottom in. And then the same thing with the door. Listen, the overall goal for this whole thing is to not spend a fortune on it. I purchased a cheap trailer yesterday on Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to show that to you, and then we're going to get started. So stay tuned. All right, gang. I want you to see this. This is the trailer I just purchased. Bought this off Facebook Marketplace. Really nice trailer. This thing is heavy duty. Now, this is not a Harbor Freight aluminum trailer. This is a solid steel trailer, and fairly new tires on it, 13-inch tires, and I've ordered some fenders to go on there, and there's some metal there that we're going to take off here shortly. So let me show you the underbelly of this thing, and we're going to start cutting some wood. Alright guys, you can see definitely some surface rust on this trailer, and it comes right off. So we are going to modify this. We're going to put a grinder on there, grind that off. We're going to sand it down, and then we're going to coat it with some of the Tough Guard from Tractor Supply. See the axle? I'm going to say that is about a 3-inch axle. There's Cash walking behind it, and 3-inch axle, and that thing should hold somewhere about 3,500 pounds. We'll look it up, measure it, and I think the wheels are rated 1,600 pounds a piece. All right, final thing on the tractor. You see the new connection there, and that is 2-inch. We're going to come on this trailer, my dad, I'm going to get some steel angle, and we're going to weld some steel angle on here, and we're going to do that to give it a little more stability when it's being pulled and the weight so that it doesn't sway. A lot of times the single bar like that will give you just a little play. I could tell just the trailer there was some shimmy, so we're going to do that. That's a modification. We're going to put some safety chains on there. The guy I bought it from didn't have that, but that's no biggie. We can attach that once we do our steel angle. Take that metal off, and I'm going to show you the design on the trailer, and you'll be able to see that. So here we go. All right, guys, here we go. We're getting ready. We're going to mark out. We're going to mark our angle. First thing we're going to do. You've seen the plans to this. I'm going to just go ahead and start on my sides. I know some people start on the trailer. I'm going to go ahead and start on the sides first, because, and the reason I'm doing that is because of storage, and I'm starting late in the afternoon. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to cut the sides. This will be part one, just getting the sides ready to go, measured, cut out with a jigsaw, and getting all of that done. So with that said, give me a moment, we'll get it marked out, and we'll go ahead and get it started. Alright guys, first cut down, we're going to cut the second angle, line everything up, cut the second angle, and we'll get back with you. What's up, gang? I made the cut, got the cuts up here in the front, and we're going to show you that here in a moment. It turned out really good. Listen, I didn't buy camper windows for this. Camper windows are, some of those windows are $100, $150 per window. I'm not trying to put a bunch of money into this. I'm trying to scale it back, build it where it's comfortable, insulated, or what have you. So bought these windows. These are Chicken Coop windows. They are brown. They're not solid black, but I'll either paint the window trim black, or I'll paint to match. So I'm going to go ahead and get these windows placed in there. They're good windows, same windows I have on my storage building. They haven't leaked, and we'll be able to seal that flange around there. We're going to go ahead, mark this hole, mark the cut, and then we're going to cut and get the window. And we'll get one side done, and then we'll flip over and do it with the other side. So we're just tracing right around the window. So we're not trying to mark. We know what it is outside to outside. I'm not going to center this window. I'm actually going to try to put it a little further to the front. We will have a window on the back hatch, and so we'll have plenty of sunlight. But I am going to try to get it centered in there and see where it looks the best. So stay tuned, we'll mark it, and I'll show you how we cut it. Alright gang, pretty easy. We're just taking our power drill. We've marked out where we want them. We've lined the holes up, putting the holes for the windows a little further up. All we did was measure a point, marked it on a template, and then put the window on here and traced around the inner side. We're going to stay inside our lines anyways. And now we're just drilling the holes for the, to be able to saw the hole out. And I'm just using a paddle bit. And it appears my battery is did, but that's the last hole on this one, so I'll get the battery for the next. We're going to hook up the miter saw, and we're just going to go around there and cut the hole. I'm sorry, I call it a miter saw and jigsaw. Windows in, took a little trimming out the hole. I just didn't want the hole to be too big. As you can see, the windows in, we'll have the screen back this way where you can open it up. Cross section on the next window, we're going to get all that done. I've got a plug hole that I need to drill in this side. Well, I've got it up here. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll go ahead and mark the next window and get it done, and we'll show you what the end result looks like. So far it's okay. I need a sharper blade in my jigsaw, and I make it a little bit easier, but you can see windows in. Hi gang, we've got the window cut. We also cut our hole for our electrical plug over there, and everything's going about like we want it. Now, at the beginning of this video, and to shorten it down, I am going to go in parts. I'm not going to try to draw it out to 30 parts. But the last thing we're going to do is we actually saw this design on another person's page. I don't want to mention their page because I haven't gotten permission. I'm not a subscriber of their page. So I will mention some of the other designs and talk about those, but I'm going to do rungs. I'm actually going to notch out the top. I'm using 2x2s. I'm just going to put it right at the top and draw a line around it, notch it out so that my rungs will set, my roof trusses, if you will set on my plywood. I'm doing that, one, to sturdy up my plywood, two, not to have to frame out the walls. That cuts weight. And I'm going to put in my pod, I'm going to put a false bottom, meaning that when you come in, what you see is not going to be the bottom of it. I'm going to be able to pick that up, and we're going to be able to go right up under with storage. That way I can put my fishing rods in if I'm at a campground and I'm fishing or what have you. So we're going to do this. I want to save weight to be able to have that false bottom in. I'm going to save weight by putting these rungs in, and again, I got this off of YouTube on another design. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me at outdoorheretic@gmail.com, and I'll answer whatever questions you have. Let me go ahead and saw these rungs, and then we'll finish this part one up, and we'll get ready to tell you what we're going to do in part two. Alright gang, if I didn't tell you before, and I forget to tell you, 3/4 inch sidewalls. We're going to have 3/4 inch pressure treated flooring. This is not pressure treated, this is just pine. So we're going to have 3/4 inch pressure treated. We're going to do that phase two. We'll work on the trailer, put plywood, we'll sure guard it underneath. Phase one, want to cut the windows, cut everything in that needed to be cut in. We still will have to cut the wheel wells as soon as the fenders come. We know how high they set. We'll be able to set them on there and cut up if we need to. We may not need to. We'll see all that when that comes. All the rungs are in or cut. Some of them are cut a little loose. You don't want to cut them too loose or they will wobble, but I can always fill that with wood filler, and we're going to attach them L bracket. We'll show you how we're going to do that. Phase 2 basically is going to be grinding out the trailer, getting the rust off, painting it with SureGuard, coating underneath of the wood. We'll get all that done in phase 2, video number 2, and in video 3 we'll start putting everything together for you to see how to do it, and then we'll condense it down after that. So again, appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, outdoorheretic@gmail.com. If you guys like this video, like what we're doing, how about subscribe, like, or comment? Tell me what I'm doing right, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Up to you guys. So far, not too bad. We're going to take this off, put the other one on, mark it. I don't know if we'll cut it today, but we're going to at least mark it. So, till next time, guys, we'll see you on the adventure.